Then they sent a delegation of Pharisees, together with some staunch supporters of Herod, to entrap Yeshua with his own words. So they approached him and said, "Teacher, we know that you're an honest man of integrity. You teach us the truth of God's ways. We can clearly see that you're not one who speaks only to win the people's favor, because you speak the truth without regard to the consequences. So tell us, what do you think? Is it proper for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not?" Yeshua saw through their hypocrisy and said to them, "Why are you testing me? Show me one of the Roman coins." They brought him a silver coin used to pay the tax. "Now tell me," Yeshua said, "whose head is on this coin and whose inscription is stamped on it?" "Caesar's," they replied. Yeshua said, "Precisely. The coin bears the image of the Emperor Caesar. So you should pay the emperor's portion. But because you bear the image of God, you must give to God all that belongs to him." And they were utterly stunned by Yeshua's words. Some of the Sadducees, a religious group that denied there was a resurrection of the dead, came to ask Yeshua this question. "Teacher, the law of Moshe teaches that if a man dies before he has children, his brother should marry the widow and raise up children for his brother's family line. Now, there was a family with 7 brothers. The oldest got married but soon died and he had no children. The second brother married his oldest brother's widow, and he also died without any children, and the third also. This repeated down to the 7th brother, none of whom had children. Finally, the woman died. So, here's our dilemma. Which of the 7 brothers will be the woman's husband when she's resurrected from the dead, since they were all once married to her?" Yeshua answered them, "You're mistaken because your hearts are not filled with the revelation of the Scriptures or the power of God. For when they rise from the dead, men and women will not marry, just like the angels of heaven don't marry. Now, concerning the resurrection, haven't you read in the Torah what God said to Moshe at the burning bush? 'I am the living God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob.' God is not God of the dead, but of the living, and you are all badly mistaken." Now a certain religious scholar overheard them debating. When he saw how beautifully Yeshua answered all their questions, he posed one of his own and asked him, "Teacher, which commandment is the greatest of all?" Yeshua answered him, "The most important of all the commandments is this: the Lord Yahweh our God is one. You are to love the Lord Yahweh your God with a passionate heart, from the depths of your soul, with every thought, and with all your strength. This is the great and supreme commandment. And the second is this: you must love your neighbor in the same way you love yourself. You will never find a commandment greater than these." The religious scholar replied, "Yes, that's true, teacher. You spoke beautifully when you said that God is one, and there is no one else besides him. And there is something more important to God than all the sacrifices and burnt offerings. It's the commandment to constantly love God with every passion of your heart, with your every thought, and with all your strength, and to love your neighbor in the same way as you love yourself." When Yeshua noticed how thoughtfully and sincerely the man answered, he said to him, "You're not far from the reality of God's kingdom." After that, no one dared to question him again.